Sir,
Good morning.
your name?
My name is Reverend Innocent Chuku the Peace, Udo Chuku.
Okay, can you tell us the situation I'm going today?
Well, first and foremost, I will tell you why I am here. Our village, Umuru Ide village, made me the chairman of the planned estate, planned renovation or recovery of lands that erosion has been taken over. So here, this very place is the point where all the water from Nokwa, from Ichida, from Adazi, all the way, this is where they end. All the water, this is where the flood ends. You can see this one is Ronasco Gota. This one is Ronasco Gota. And then this is another Gota from Ronasco. So before now, you can see the pillar that we constructed. We constructed it through the owner of this house. So that because before now, this water jumps to the other end and it has started digging big hole that will uproot this gutter. But because of this pillar, it's blocking the water from jumping. So you can see this is another gutter from this side. Then this one is from all the way from Adazi, Ichida, Nokwa, down here. So this is the starting point, and that is why we are pointing it out now for people to see. Thank you.
What's the call to the government?
The call is for government to come to our assistance. We have done self-help for a long time, and we really need government help because we cannot be able to handle this. As we are going down, we'll be able to see the main place that the issue is right now.
Thank you.
My name is Mrs. Charity Ibe.
Okay. I'm from Alor.
Yes.
What can you tell us about this erosion that has been damaging some, or let's say, lands in Alor?
This erosion, we have many houses in around these places. We are crying about it. We don't know what we are doing, but only God we are praying that God, one day, God will remember us. If
in this village.
I want the government to come and help us, to come and do this thing, because many houses here have this thing have been for many houses here.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Your name?
My name is Ibe Gabriel.
Okay. Tell us why we are here.
I'm here to inspect this Garo erosion. The erosion is not unlike the ones we used to see in other places. This one is the highest. So the highest among the ones I have seen with my eyes. So if you watch this one, you can be able to see that this one has taken up to 500 feet, if not more than that. If not, and it's very wide. The expansion is too large. Take from here, if you take a measurement from here to that side, you find out it is more than 300 feet wide, and up to 500 feet the depth. So it's much, very much. And this is the heart of the issue. If here is not being controlled, this one can wipe out the entire village, even within a short period of time. So it's very much, very, very much.
So what's the call to the government?
It's for them to come and help us. We've tried. When the team is still starting new, we tried as much as we can to be able to see if we can control it. But this is above our capital. It's even above anything we can think of. If not, the government will run out of this village in a short period of time. Okay,
have the community in any way tried to meet all those any emergency state erosion or federal?
We have been trying, even since 4 years back, but it seems that our report has not gotten to a very particular office that can look into it. So we are still expanding our reports to be able to be taken care of.
I'm okay with you.
Yeah, I remember my humble self, Comrade Ibe Gabriel. And when you look at this place, you find out that here has a very sharp sand. This sharp sand wasn't here before. When we are still growing, I can remember when we planted all these trees, all these palm trees. I can remember when we planted it. We planted it the time we are cultivating here. If you look at this place has stopped a lot of livelihood for people. Because this land, the complete of this land, we are before farmland to people where we cultivate our vegetables, green, all of them mention it. So now the erosion that was found there, you know, when the erosion is much, it will now start to bring out the soft sand. So the soft sand now cover the whole places that made our people they cannot even see a place to cultivate again. Check that. Look at that place. If you look at this sand, you cannot even see the end of it. So it has already driven our people out of our cultivation place. So we don't have any other place to cultivate again because of the erosion.
Papa, afage.
Apa mo Joshua son.
Okay, kọwala ni ife na-eme n'ebe.
Ife na-eme ebe a bụ na ebe a bụ ka ihe ma mmiri ewelu n'aja mesikochasị ya mmiri si na mgbomgbo abịa. Na mmiri na-enyezi ya nsogbu ebe a too much. Anyị na-akwa akwa. Si gbatara anyị ọsọ enyemaka. N'ihe a karịrị anyị onye ekwenwu anyị bụ ogbomiya. N'ihe anyị na-ayọ biko si gbatara anyị ọsọ enyemaka.
Okay, ịna-akọwa na oge ụnụ wụ okorobịa na nwata na ụnụ na-abịa ebe a echu mmiri.
Oge anyị dị na ụmụazị, anyị dị na okorobịa ma anụ. Abụghọdụ m ha ụmụazị, ebe 70. Ebe niile a anyị na-abịa ekorunu na-akọ ma nri mana onweghị ọkpa ịhụrụ ga ahụ ebe a. Mgbomgbo akpara na tinyere anyị aka na anyị na-ehu ehu. O mekwa ha chọbara anyị na mana Lagos mgbe anyị ji akwaje na ọ bụ mana anyị apụwana.
From what our elderly man Joshua Sunday is saying, this place used to be a very expanse of farmland with a river. There's a stream that is here, down there now. Everywhere is covered with sand. There is a lake here, Uji Lake. It's a tourist attraction. But because of this sand that the erosion is bringing down here, it made this place not to be what it used to be. This is against the ecosystem, and I believe that just like every other person has been saying, that government will come in to do something about this erosion so that we will reclaim this place once again. Thank you.
Okay. Good morning.
Good morning.
Your name?
My name is Chukwudi Johnson, the chairman of this community, Umuru Ide
Erosion. Okay. We heard about the erosion that is damaging your community land. Can you tell us this stuff that you breached here? Can you talk about it, please?
As you can see, this is the dam, the last dam that were built to control the erosion many years ago. But when we move forward, even from this point, you will notice that the erosion is still ravaging our land, our farmland.
Okay, does it mean that the gutter is too small for the erosion?
No, actually the concentration of flood here is heavier than when this thing was built. So what it requires now is that we need to build more dam and more drainage and channel it up to the stream down there to be able to control this flood.
Okay, can your community do this without the government intervention?
No. This community have been putting a lot, but it seems nothing is happening. So at this point, we need the help of the government, as what we are doing now can only solve 10% of the problem. So without government intervention, I think in the coming months or years, after 1 or 2 rainy seasons, most of the houses in this community will be washed away by erosion.
Okay, it is on record that one of your brother in this community was former governor of Anambra State.
Yeah.
What has he done so far to look into it?
That has been over 20 years ago, or about 20 years ago. He did his bit. He constructed roads in the community before he was removed by the court. So he tried his best anyway, but the situation now calls for urgent attention from the government, urgent intervention from the government.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, welcome.
Can you tell us what happened here?
Okay, you can see with my eye is not bigger than your own. At least you have bigger eye than my own, the camera eye. You can see the way the erosion or the flood has bypassed the dam. That is the dam there. And it bypassed. And if you look up here now, you will see that this place is already being taken by the erosion. So this is another big job that we'll have to do here in order to protect our land. So you can see it. You can use your camera to get the environment. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Your name?
Okay, I'm the Ikechukwu John Michael Wankwacha.
Okay, tell us.
Umuru Ide village, Alor.
Yeah, go on.
So as you can see, what the erosion, flood is causing for us here, a very big damage. You can see federal government project did about 20 years ago. All the projects done by the federal government have been destroyed by the flood. So you see that the kind of damage we have here is not something that the village or town can even handle. So we're expecting the federal government and the state government to come to our aid so that the area will be controlled and so that people can still live around. If you can see that people have run away from all the side of the erosion. So we are pleading to the state government, also to the federal government, to come to our aid, so that this insurgents should be controlled. You can see also the same federal government project, but it's just like everything is already gone. So you see the kind of project, you see that it's not what our village can do. So if the project continues to be destroyed, it means the village must go out from their ancestors' land. All the places you see up is people's land. It's people's land, but everybody has run away because of the erosion.
Afternoon.
We are finally come to the end of the erosion.
Yeah.
And tell us how this erosion damaged this dam.
Like I said, it's the heavy concentration of the flood. As you can see now, if you look around these places, this used to be farmland, but today everything is gone. And as you can see now, all the dams built in order to slow the flood has been washed away by flood due to heavy concentration of the flood. All the flood from our neighboring communities, from other villages in our community, all of them have been channeled to this particular place. So as a result of that, the drainage system built 30, 40 years ago could not be able to contain the water. So that is why that the erosion is expanding, unlike before. After building of this dam, everything was put to place. But since the water channel drainage system were channeled to this place, so the thing started expanding. So we are calling on government to come and help this community because our lands are being taken away by floods. Of our brothers, as you can see, if you look at the dam up there, and the drainage, the flood is trying to remove the drainage. The moment it's done, all the people living in this place, all our brothers that lives around this place, we look for somewhere, we locate to somewhere else, because due to the heavy concentration of the flood. So what I'm saying is this: that if government did not come to our aid as soon as possible, I don't know what will be our fate after this rainy season.
Thank you. Your name.
My name is Evangelist Uchenna Obosiog.
Okay. So
why I want to say something about this thing is that when I am growing, this thing is not like this. There is a land up there. Even my father have land there. But because of this erosion, when Lonasco is about 30 to 40 years that doing these things, but the thing is already weak. The flood, the water that are coming is too much. And you can see, everybody can see by themselves, that those drainage have break and the water have taken them out. Now, what it's doing now is to continue taking the land so that we don't have anywhere to run to. That's why we are appealing to government, even Anambra government, federal, to help us, because there is a house up there. It's not up to one pole. This thing will get that house down. The same thing for others that live this side. So we have no anywhere to run to. And this thing is getting too much. We are about to enter rainy season. That's why we are crying. We are crying. We are not doing farm anymore. We are not doing anything because we cannot able to do it. We are trying much how we can do, but we cannot. This community cannot able to do it. So that's why we are pleading to government to help us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Because Kezika, what can I shall get him? Still coming up. You can see the kind of Jesus. Now when did this go? When did he? Nothing with the mother who go. Nah,
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to go to Oban.
Bob will go to Oban. Oh, go to Oban. Kawadi and Yana Peba who go to
Yeah,
Moment was a Amazon cable.
Ugu. Ugu to up. Hey.
Afambo Kuchuku, Hajunu Subasio.
Okay, looking at this erosion.
My house is the last house to the erosion. And that erosion has been a problem to us here. As the last house, you can see that the erosion is coming up. And I believe if something, if we do not do anything in time, that erosion may come, and maybe before the year runs out, I may not be here again, because the erosion will take over the entire place.
So what is your advice? What is your call to the government?
I'm begging the government, because it's not something that the village can do. It's a very big project. It's something that we cannot handle in the village level. We are asking the government to come and help us to protect the land from being washed out by erosion.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.